Hey, Beth, are you talking? Here, I'll chat her and tell her that we can't hear you.
Well, while you do that, while you get her going, I'm going to go ahead and announce this call. This is the Sunday night Zoom call. I'm Peggy Curran, and I got a bunch of coaches on here on our team. I'm so excited. June, Bliss, and Bill. And Bliss is going to host this call tonight. And so I'm recording it, and you can watch it for points. Playback, or if you're live, you're going to get double blessing. So hit it, Bliss.
Well, we were just talking about water and strategies for getting it in. It seems like everyone on the call was able to check off their point this week. And Beth, can you hear us now? And
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay,
so
good.
Do you want to share a strategy that you learned, either that you stumbled upon or that you came to your program already knowing?
Right. Well, it's something I used for something else that actually helps me with my water. And that is at work, I have an app. It's called Stand Up. And you can set it at an interval, and it reminds you with a little ping to stand up.
How nice.
So I set it for every 20 minutes because I work with computers all day. I'm a computer programmer. So I sit all day long. And so this app reminds me to get up and move. So I do. And now what I do is when it pings me to stand up, I stand up and I go get a glass of water. And so I don't always finish it in 20 minutes, but it's really great, and it's helped me stay right on track all day long to drink water. And what I found was, though, come Saturday, I didn't have this app running, and it's like noon time, and I'm like, oh my God, I've got to drink 60 ounces of water before. So I've decided I'm going to keep using it over the weekend because it really is helpful to do both, to get up and move around, and also to drink water.
That is a wonderful, wonderful discovery. I love that. And if you don't have the app on your phone and you want something like that, you can set your alarm on your iPhone. I know some people do that.
Mm-hmm.
So they drink their water, at certain intervals as if they were taking medication. So they make sure that they reach a certain point by a certain time of day. Does anyone else want to share what they did this week to get in all their water?
I will.
Or go ahead.
I'm a teacher, so I only have certain times that I can go to the bathroom. So I carry a 32-ounce cup that I got when I had both of my kids from the hospital. And so every break I have, which is before school at 7:30, then again at 9:30, and then at lunch at 12, and then again at 3:30, I make it a goal to make sure I finish that whole 32 ounces. So filling it up relatively 4 times a day, and sometimes I get 5 in. So.
Excellent. I love that. Measuring it so you're being intentional about what you're drinking every day. That's a great technique. Bill, did you want to share something?
Yeah, I just keep a gallon jug of water sitting near the refrigerator, and then I use the 32-ounce thing. I pour them in, and I, pretty much drink a gallon a day.
That's great.
I want to hear June's method.
I'm a guzzler. I don't have any water issues. I drink so much, so.
I love it.
I chug. As soon as I get up in the morning, I probably have 2 20-ounce bottles by 9 o'clock. So,
wow.
Yeah, I just chug.
Yeah, I start by chugging one of these, 32 ounces. So.
But I like the app idea for standing up because I sit all day long at the computer as well. And you said it's called Stand Up?
It's called Stand Up. Yeah, it's great. It's really, really, you could set it at any interval that you like. It could be 10 minutes, it could be a half an hour, whatever.
I could definitely use that reminder.
Yeah.
And that would be great just for fitness.
Say it again, Sally.
I said just for general fitness. If I get wrapped up in my work, I can go for 4 hours without moving.
Mm-hmm. Me too. That's my problem.
Yeah, and just getting in the steps that you need to walk around and get the blood from pooling in your feet.
Yeah, I need the app as well. I need it like tonight. I sit down at work and you get caught up and you don't realize, you know.
Well, it's been especially nice with the drinking water because before I would just have water at my desk and maybe pour a glass, but now I actually get up to go get the water. So it kind of does combine the drinking and moving. I mean, I actually get up and move. I don't just sit. So it's been good.
Liz, are you able to get all your water in during the day?
Yeah, you know, I love water. I drink it all. I've always loved water, so it's not a problem for me at all. And we have water right in our office, bottled water. So, I mean, the big bottle. So.
Thanks for demonstrating, Ashley.
I'm here. Hey, everybody. Jennifer.
We're glad you're here, Ashley.
Finally.
Yes. So did anyone else want to share a strategy about how they're getting in their water? We've got some great ideas on the table right now. I think we can all, good takeaways.
Well, I have to use a little bit of like Propel Zero or something in my water. So I'll take one of those little packets, you know, and I'll make it last. I'll just kind of meter it out in a large glass a little bit. Like I'll make one little packet last through 3 or so large glasses, just enough. Or I need to have lemon in it or something. And I know that counts as a condiment if you're doing the program. The 5-in-1 program. So I have to be careful with that, but I just need a little bit of something in my water. So that always helps, but I can get it all in usually too.
Another little something I suggest to people that they use sometimes is if you have the Powerade Zero on hand, you can put just a little bit of that in your water too to flavor it. And that way you're getting the electrolytes that you're washing out without having to, you know, drink the whole thing of Powerade. You can just sort of use it as water flavor.
Right. Good idea.
I have a Weight Watchers thing, which is about Yo Big. I don't know. And in the morning, I fill it up with either grapefruit or orange or strawberries and mint, fresh mint.
Oh.
And then I fill that up. It's 32 ounces total, so 2 or 3 of those during the day. But the flavoring of the fresh fruit and the mint helps with the flavor of the water.
You're making spa water, Sally. Do you know about spa water?
Say that again?
Spa water. Have you ever heard of it before? No? I was recently in New York, but right before I went to New York, Peggy posted something on our Facebook page. But it's just exactly what you're doing, but they're all different kinds of recipes for combining fruits and fresh herbs. If you're in a weight loss mode, you do need to strain those fruits out and the herbs out, but the way that it flavors the water is fine. So,
and, you know, I use I have a bunch at my desk, but I open a Vita Water Zero, and the lemon I mix it in with some of my water as well. And you know, one of the Vita Water will last me all day long. Because I don't put that much in my water, but it does flavor my water, and it's not a soda, it's the, you know, the Vita waters.
Right.
So it's kind of like having a little bit of lemon in my water.
Very nice.
I'm going to tell a little story on a client of mine, and but she was, you know, pumping the water down, and she had not been used to doing that. So after about a couple of weeks, she called me, and she was kind of freaked out and kind of excited because she said excuse this is a little bit too graphic, but she went to the bathroom, went pee, and she turned around and looked, and she said she saw like a thin film on the top of the water of the bowl. And she goes, I think that's fat. Like I'm peeing out fat. Like, yeah, I think that's exactly what you're doing. So, I mean, it does make a difference, and that's what, it has to go somewhere. You know, when you start burning fat and start losing weight, it has to go somewhere. So drink your water.
That's right. Better the toilet than back into your system. Right?
That's right.
First time I've heard that one, Peggy.
I know. I was shocked too. And she's like, she's a nurse or something. I mean, I don't think she's a nurse, but she's in the medical field somewhere. So I wasn't you know, she's very aware of her body, and she's like, I think I was peeing out fat.
Well, actually, you have a thought on that? Is Ashley there? She's frozen.
Yeah, I think she's.
Peggy's frozen too.
Oh no, don't freeze.
Not anymore. You're loose now, but you were frozen in a very humorous.
Oh, okay. Ashley, did you hear that question?
She's muted.
Oh, did you unmute me? Thank you, Bliss. I'm a nurse practitioner by trade, and so I would just say that the kidneys are a very powerful organ, and if you don't feed your body enough water, your kidneys don't have the ability to get rid of all the waste products that exist inside of you. And so the more, within a healthy range of water that you can drink, your body is going to expel the things that it needs to expel.
We were talking about the film on top of the water.
Yeah, I've not heard of that before, but I'm not going to say it can't happen. I'm not sure.
Oh, let's just say it will.
Now we're all going to be looking, though, aren't we?
I know that I can sweat fat out of my pores when it's time to get rid of things that shouldn't be in my system.
Is that true, really?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Interesting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to, to respect your time. Normally we like to keep these to about 15 minutes. I want to just leave you with a thought that I was talking to another coach, and we were talking about coming at this experience of creating health in your life from a vantage point of being abundant, having abundance in your mind, or having scarcity in your mind. And so when you think about a typical diet or a typical diet mentality, it brings up thoughts of, I can't have that, or I'm not allowed to have that. But if you replace those thoughts and you come at this from a place of love and excitement for what you're trying to create, and that you're taking good care of your body, then it's so much more empowering. So do you all agree with that? I mean, can you think of a time that, like, I think to myself, I'm so looking forward to the time that I can walk 4 miles in the same amount of time that I can walk 3. And so that really propels me forward and puts my mindset looking forward and committed to my goals. Mm-hmm. So does anyone have a comment on that idea?
Well, I think it's clear that our thoughts lead our actions and empower us. And so I have no doubt that, but I think, people say just think positive, but, that's not always as easy as it sounds. It's, but if you fuel yourself with positive thoughts off and on all day long, then it adds up.
Right.
And if you look at it long term, if you're looking long range down the road, I don't think that we can sustain any activity if we come at it and we feel that we're being deprived. If we come at it and we feel that we're giving ourselves a gift, the gift of health, the gift of better self-esteem, the gift of more self-respect, then we can sustain that long term. But if we come at this from a point where we're feeling deprived, we're holding ourselves back from other things that we want, then I don't think we can sustain it long term.
Right.
Really good point.
Yeah.
Really good point.
Yeah.
You agree with that, Liz?
I do. Yeah, it's all, I just try to take it a day at a time, and I think I try to celebrate the small things. So because I used to get discouraged if I lost 1 pound. I wanted to lose 3, but that's 1 pound that I didn't gain. So
right, looking forward.
Yeah.
So that's your call to action for the week, is get excited about your healthy future. That makes sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Everybody ready to go do that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Well, it's 8:16, Peggy. We went over by 1 minute.
Okay, I think it's fantastic. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Bliss, for hosting this call tonight. And it's the little things that do make a difference: the water, the sleep, the intention, set your intention tonight for what you're going to eat tomorrow. Just little, it just takes 2 or 3 minutes here and there, but it makes a huge difference. The Stand Up app, thank you for that. It's fantastic. So thank you all.